Hey guys, welcome back to Block Breaking SMP episode 10. Finally hit the double digits on a series. That's awesome. So, this week's video had a few plans in mind and none of it really worked out the way I wanted. I originally wanted to do a bone meal farm using moss, and the farm I picked out when I decided to do the layout and everything and plan for it, I built it up in creative mode just so I knew exactly how much space I needed and tested it out, and it didn't work. So I've been going around collecting more materials, and I'm pretty sure I have enough to do Raysworks one. I didn't want to do one that big just because I didn't want to cause more lag to the server than I needed to, but I was thinking about it, and I need a fair bit of bone meal for what I want to do. So I figured it would work good. And what the other project I had is I found a flower forest biome, and I was gonna set up a flower farm and try and get all the flowers. That didn't work out either. I spent a few days and many stacks of bone meal trying to get a good spot, and as near as I can tell, I'm gonna need to do at least 3 flower farms, and out of the whole biome, not one lily of the veil. So I'm gonna have to do another one somewhere else as well. But something I did get done this week here, that's where we're gonna do the bone meal farm here in a minute, is I managed to get down here done. I got the floor from the monument all pulled out and got this looking pretty good, I think. Still haven't figured out what I want to do for storage. I'm thinking I'm going to put the storage under here, but I got all the excess blocks from digging out here, and that's all the blocks from the prismarine shards and some extra fish and mink sacks. I think I'm gonna do it here. I think I'm gonna build up Raysworks moss bone meal farm right in here. Based on the video, this should be enough space to do a single module, and if it doesn't cause too much lag, I might try and fit a second one in if I got enough room underneath of the tank. So we'll round up the materials and get started on that. Okay, so I got this running fine. Initially I didn't set it up quite right. I started composter here in the wrong spot. And what you're supposed to do is you're actually supposed to start the composter up against the comparator while it's off and fill it that way, and as you fill it, it'll close all the trap doors. Then once you turn it on and it goes through the cycle with the hopper chain here, as the single block goes through there, it'll push it over and then open the trapdoors briefly. If you started against here and fill it, they'll stay open for most of the time. It'll reverse the process. That was the issue I had when I first finished. It just wasn't working, and thankfully on the tutorial video somebody made a comment about it and got it working. So now just gonna double check here. So yeah, it's slowly replenishing itself. That one's made only a couple extra, but it's pretty much staying the same. And I double check this one. Yeah, see, this one's doing a lot better, because when I checked it earlier, this only had, it said 20. So it is slowly replenishing itself. And see what we got over here. Just in a few minutes time, I already got that much. That there. Oh, and all that. So luckily it's working good. I'm gonna kill myself with these scaffoldings, I swear. So now with these, I'm gonna let that run for a while. I'm gonna add some add some composters at the bottom there to turn that into bone meal and be able to get a good stock of bone meal going. But I want to get a nice little collection of the moss first, just because. Yeah. So we're gonna leave that going for now, and I'm gonna fly over to the shopping district and check my shops. I haven't checked them in a few days. Okay, so this is a diamond that's been going around in the shopping district. Basically it's trying to get the best deal for the single diamond, and Rock had it, and he asked if he could use it to buy one of these. He didn't want to just go ahead and do it, but I told him I had lots of sea lanterns, so it wasn't a big deal. So pretty much I can buy any one item or stack for this one diamond, so I'll be alright. Not sure what I'll use it on, kind of compared to the 32 diamonds I was selling these for. There we go. And so my plan too is I'm gonna lower the prices on these for sure. Haven't decided on these, and I might make these a bit better just because I haven't been selling too much, and with having the moss and bone meal farm underneath with the guardians, I'm going to be AFKing there a lot more, so I'll be getting a lot more stock. So I'll be able to do other things like this in the future, especially since people are going to start going to be working on bigger builds and everything now. I know I'm going to be pretty soon here. Got a little bit more stuff I want to get set up before I'm able to start that, because for my build I need a lot of black stone and crying obsidian. So obviously that's the next farm I want to focus on, is a bartering farm. And talked with Riley anyways about it with the gold farm in the nether. I'm gonna set up the bartering farm right by it. I actually just caught a piglin already, or hoglin, or whatever. So I didn't check these ones. And these haven't been selling too good. I've been turning these guys into bone meal actually for the last little while. And not sure what I'm gonna use that for, because you know beacons are 15 diamonds now. Should be smart. Be a prankster and buy one of these. Talc's 200 diamond anvils. That'd be funny. But I got lots of anvils, so I don't need it. And this is the other idea I kind of had, because there's 20 diamonds each for one of these. Channeling or Riptide? I want both, technically. But I can buy one with it. Okay, always get more of these again. Need to find a couple more. Still got enough shells to make one more conduit, so. I'm gonna do it. Ha! Do that. And I think it's hardwood. If you see the video and you don't want to honor that, I will for sure pay you the other diamonds for that. We're out here behind the gold farm, and I managed to catch 4 piglins and kind of got a chest set up. I think I'm gonna go. I think that's enough in a row to do a couple of each and a couple on the end for the boots and potions and all that. Probably do the 4 on the end. So I'm gonna go ahead and get going on this bartering farm so we can get the much needed blocks for my base and for talc. Okay, so there we go. Got them all into place finally. That took a bit of time. But I just went with the simple design with the let's get up there. So I went with the simple design with the soul sand, with the wooden plate, pressure plate on it, because the soul sand isn't technically a full block with redstone, and just a regular dropper in front of it. So I just got to place a button on the soul sand there and fill these up with gold and do the the item filters, and be good to go. So I'll get all that filled in, and then I'm gonna AFK for a while to make sure it all works good. I sat here, went through about a doubles chest worth of gold. Got a fair bit. Full double chest of blackstone, gravel, almost a full chest of soul sand. Yeah, I did pretty good for the amount I got. The only downside is, yeah, this one's full. These are all organized. Lots of soul speed boots, fair bit of books. The only downside is the hoppers. I figured this would have worked. I didn't think it would back up with just the 4 traders, but it actually backed up quite a bit, and it kept backing up. I'd have to come in here and clear it all out every so often, and they kept stopping after a while, but it wasn't so bad. I think what might be handy is setting up a timer on here instead of the pressure plate, so that every so often that it'll pump one out. It might go a little bit slower, but probably won't lose any items to despawning and be able to cycle through the hoppers more, because the other option is to move them all up and put a double chest underneath the hopper they're sitting on, just to kind of have like a buffer system for it all. But I don't want to move them. So I'll worry about that later. I'm going to steal some of the blackstone and the crying obsidian, because I want to use that for my build. I'm going to leave some behind though for talc. Probably only going to take about a shulker box of this. Take about half that for now. Leave the rest for talc to use in the shopping district. So, but it worked good. I'm happy with that. Just gotta tinker a little bit so it doesn't back up so bad. I don't think anything was lost because I was AFKing up top here, getting more gold while it was working. So But I think if we just do a couple stacks at a time while we're AFKing, shouldn't be too terribly bad. But yeah. Well, after a long week of a bit of failure and a bit of success, it seems we're running out of time. Since I got the bone meal farm and now the bartering farm running, got a bit of AFKing to do for next builds I want to get working on and the farms I want to plan out. So we're going to end the video here. And if you like the video, be sure to leave a like and a comment. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell to get future notifications for more videos. And be sure to check out the other members of the Block Breaking SMP. They've been doing a lot of work and places are looking pretty awesome. I think soon we'll start doing some tours and visiting people's bases. Need to start recording doing that and a lot more interaction with everyone. Alright, see you guys in the next episode.